Now, in another case of leaders publicly drinking wine while preaching water, the government is yet again on the spot for applying double standards while enforcing COVID-19 rules, giving preference to those in high places while coming down hard on the lowly. This clearly played out in Health Cabinet Secretary Mutahi Kagwe's own backyard in Mukurweini in Nyeri, where more than 300 people were allowed to attend the funeral of a retired teacher. And TV's Melita Oletenges has the tea on the wine served at the pulpit.
The government set out regulations banning all social gatherings and specifically limiting the number of mourners attending a funeral to just 15 close relatives. But this funeral in Health Cabinet Secretary Mutahi Kagwe's own backyard in Nyeri drew a crowd of more than 300, all allowed to gather at the Mutwewadi Primary School as the police kept watch. Senior Ministry of Health officials were also in attendance. Ministry of Health Director General Patrick Amoth led the high-profile delegation.
Ambaye sasa anapambana na hii ugonjwa kali ya COVID, msawa chief logistician. Tuko na David kutoka kwa idara ya communication, tuko na Dr. Mbacho, Director of Special Programs, Dr. Ikahu anayesimamia idara ya malaria.
Charles, do your job. Keep doing your job.
The media was kept at bay by hired goons who harassed journalists trying to cover the event. Journalists from Daily Nation, Nicholas Komu and Joseph Kanyi, together with NTV's Charles Morethi and I, were roughed up by the rowdy youth, backed up by a gun-toting KFS officer for recording the funeral proceedings. The government has often faced criticism of trashing what they preached. At this pulpit, wine was being clearly served, even as leaders preached water. Social distancing was a distant idea, as Interior CS Fred Matiang'i, Education CS Professor George Magoha, and Health CS Mutahi Kagwe met the clergy to discuss how to safely reopen the country.
You all appreciate that policing 47 million people is a difficult task. So in terms of who then is going to go around checking to ensure that people are adhering to these guidelines, the answer is you and I. It's you and I, because it's only you and I really who would be able to combat this.
Machakos Governor Alfred Mutua was also caught on camera, flouting rules on how to properly wear a mask. This comes at a time when the government is doubling down on the importance of exercising personal responsibility as a key to stem the spread of the virus, even when the country reopens. Melita Oletenges, NTV.